Hello, data fans! I've been building Streamlit apps for 4 years now to build data dashboards or machine learning demos, and I put my experience into short, over-edited, fun code overviews to inspire you to build your own data web apps. In this video, I'll build this data dashboard, but I recorded this on a Saturday evening without any script, nor preparation, nor any energy to make this entertaining or educational. This is like a journal of my thoughts while live coding and analytics dashboard over an unknown dataset. You will live with my usual workflow for practical tips on building Streamlit apps, and you also get to see my struggles on unscripted pandas code because I don't know all of the pandas methods. So enjoy the ride and feel free to code alongside me. I'm going to find some music. Need some music. New songs added to chill up playlist. I think that's perfect. Chill up. Yay. Okay, so do you know this timer? I feel every influencer has this timer. So let's up. Put 45 minutes. Can you see it? Can you see it there? There you go. There you go. Yeah, okay. Let's check out real world fake data. Let's take one. I don't know. Which one should I take? This financial consumer complaint. There, that looks nice. Yeah, I guess let's do this one. Let's download. Yep, 15 megabytes, that's a lot. That's okay. Okay. So here we have got an empty VS Code. First, let's open the terminal. So I'm using UV to manage my Python environments. I'm going to init a new UV project. I like to call my file streamlit app.py. I think that's because when you push that to GitHub and connect it to Streamlit Cloud, it automatically uses the Streamlit underscore app file. So I'm used to always having my first file, my first entry point, Streamlit underscore app, and then Gradio is Gradio app, Shiny is Shiny app, nice guy app. So I can put multiple apps in the same folder. And we're going to add my Trinity, Streamlit for the UI, pandas for data manipulation, and plotly for graphs. Okay. This is downloading the packages inside the virtual environment. Okay, that's nice. Then we can select the interpreter, use the VNV, and yeah, we can remove all of this. Don't need it anymore. Okay, now it's selected, VNV. But here, that's... there's something I want to do also is I want to add a Streamlit config file, config toml for the projects. The thing is, I don't remember configuration, so let me check. Configuration file .streamlit config toml is created, and yeah, client show error details, but that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for server. It should be somewhere here, I think. Run on save. This is the one I want to use. What I like in Streamlit is every time I save a file, I want Streamlit to reload the app immediately. So it's live reloading, hot reloading, live watching the file. I don't know how you call it. And yeah, this is good. This is my config. I can close it. README. Who needs a README? Dashboard. Install UV sync. run uv run streamlit app.py. So you can activate, since you can see it, I'm showing, but you cannot see it. There you go, see it here. Sandbox, so it's activated. You can still activate it with the venv slash, I don't remember, slash bin activate bad something, I don't remember exactly. VS Code is activating it by default. If you don't want to activate your environment, you can run from inside the environment with uv run, and then your Python file, like Python app, or your Streamlit command, like Streamlit app, Streamlit run Streamlit app.py, and this will run from inside the virtual environment. So very nice. UV, I've been using it in place of Conda. I've been using Conda for 9 years. And I just switched to UV, everything to UV. So now I've got all virtual environment with UV, and UV is just UV add packages, UV remove packages. It's so fast to install. Really been liking it so far. So the README, let's run this now. Oops. There we got our blank page. Let's open all together and put it like this. Yeah, that's nice. You can close this terminal for now and import Streamlit as st. They make a mistake. This is not normal. It's not supposed to ask me, oh, that's because I need to put this to true. That's why. Let's run this again. I also forgot to put my data. So we add the data folder, and in this data folder, we are going to move our financial complaints. I feel like complaining today. I got show up here, but I feel like complaining anyway. Financial consumer complaints. There you go. This is true. Now if I rerun again. Already 7 minutes. Oh man. Oh, that's better like this. st title. Something like complaining dashboard. Save, and it should save immediately. Yay. Celebrating the small wins. See, and now I can st markdown stuff. There you go, stuff, and I can use write instead of markdown. You can write anything, but quotes everywhere, and then I don't know, put links, link 1, link 2, and then save, and you can see it's bullet points now. So that's nice. I'm going to remove this. I don't know, some kind of icon like this. Save, complaining dashboard. That's nice. I think now this is a CSV, so import pandas as PD. We are going to load data. I could put this as a path, but really it's not necessary. Since there's only one file, I'm going to load it immediately. Data equals PD read CSV of data slash, I don't remember the name. I can close this. Streamlit app dot data slash financial consumer blah blah blah. Copy, paste, CSV, then return data. Okay, I need to call it. So df equals load data and st write df. And there you go. Here's your data frame. Nice. So here I got my, instead of write, we can use this data frame immediately. Data frame, save, and it's like the write, but now you've got all of the data frame arguments, which I feel is better. You get ASCII, column config, data, height, hide index. I think let's hide the index, not necessary. There you go. Complaint ID, date what? Date unbyted. Products, sub-products, issue, sub-issue, company, state, consumer, concerns. So what I usually do, I don't know the dataset, I don't know what it's talking about. Normally I would have the schema of the dataset somewhere. I forgot to check the description of the dataset. That's okay. What can we do? So yeah, what I usually do is, normally I like to ask myself a big question and that I put in the title. Like here it's only complaining dashboard, but we can study the number of complaints and for what reason people are complaining. I feel I don't want to do this because it's a little bit too NLP. But we can just select, just go into the data set and see how many complaints per product, and then how many, what zip codes, what state, submitted from, consumer disputed. Yeah, we can do, for example, complaints per product. So we can rename this to what are the usual complaints, or maybe failing products. There, for example, what are the usual products? You see, that can be a title, and then afterwards you put, so my usual structure is, then you've got the business question, and then you drill down from high level for the business executives to lower level, to lower level, to lowest level, and lowest level being the data frame, because you always want to see the data frame. So the high level, usually I put metric cards, like every dashboard. You know, those big metric cards with the number in the middle and maybe the spark line. And then I would put some plots, some charts, and then the table. And usually that's enough for me, like high level, charts, middle level, and lower level table. And then I will have multiple pages, so one page for complaint per product, one page for NLP on the reason for complaints, and one page for maybe geographical reason, and then just I can switch between the pages. So I think we're going to try to do this in 45 plus 30 minutes, okay, which is equal to 45 plus 30, which is equal to 75 minutes. Okay. First, also, I forgot, right now, Streamlit is whenever you save the file or whenever you are interacting with the app, it will rerun the script from top to bottom. So it's going to, this is going to be rerun every time. It's okay, it's a small file, so we don't really care, but if you're working on bigger files, use the cache data decorator on this function, and now this function, the result of the function is going to put in cache, in a Streamlit cache. And every time it reruns, Streamlit checks the function, checks the argument of the function, like for example, if we put the path here like this, and then we use this here as a path, and load the data frame, we put this here. Load data, it's going to put, like for example, do I have something? Wait. I have a, oh, here's a Kirby, and here's another Kirby. I have Kirby. So imagine this is the path to my first file. So this is the the result, I'm going to put it in the cache, and if it's recalling load data with the same argument, it's going to take the result back and just put it in Streamlit. And if I change path, the path changes, and I'm going to put the new result in another part of the cache. And if I rerun it, I'm taking it back. This is only to show off my Kerbis, you know. Anyway, you can stay here now. You want to be here? This is very good. Yeah, you're falling down. There you go. Have a smile. Now we have a smile. Anyway. Okay, so this is not useful anymore. Sum-byted. Maybe we should rename that column. I don't know how to rename column. I don't even remember. Data equals data. Is there a rename? Is it rename? I think it is rename. And then columns. I don't remember. Is there documentation on rename? Rename columns. Dict like or function. So I'm guessing it is going to be a function like date sum-byted to date submitted. I hope so. And also because the body of the function changed, what it's doing, it's actually sorting in the cache by argument and by body of the function. So now that it's changed, the older cached variables are now inaccessible. So maybe what we can do, if it's really needed, you can put a number of max entries in the cache equals 5, so that it only keeps the 5 most recent cache results, and it will destroy the older results. That's, you know, max entries equals 5, but that's already a lot. So load data path, we got the date submitted. I feel those are dates. So I think we need to parse dates. Is it parse dates like this? I don't remember. Date sum-byted and there are the dates. Consumer date. Oh, date received. Okay. Reloading the data again. And there you are. Got the final data frame in a cache. Usually I try to format the code like this if I'm not too lazy. Another way of doing, if I open a new terminal, is again I use UVX to call ref. So ref is a formatter. You can use ref. Ref also from the same company as the one managing UV. Ref is an extremely fast Python linter and code formatter in Rust, and you can call it with UVX, so UVX ref format Streamlit app. When I call this, it reformats. There you go. So we got our data frames, and now we need to have some ideas of what to do. Like this column, for example, we can sort columns, vehicle. Maybe we can check all of the existing columns, like all products equals not st df of products, products. What is this? Forgot how to do. Is it distinct? Drop duplicates or unique? Is it unique? Unique. I think it is unique. Let's try to write it down. Products. There, we've got all of the products. I don't remember what's the typing. Is it a list already, or is it oh, it's a NumPy array. I think Streamlit is able to use it. I think. Alright, what we can try doing is put this in a select box. All projects. Oops. So I've got the label and I'm missing the options. Oh yeah, I'm missing a label. So select the product, all products, and now I've got credit card or prepaid card, debt collection, bank, mortgage, etc. That's nice. I think that's nice. I don't want to have one selected by default. If I remember correctly, I need to put a default value. I think I don't like if I try to, yeah, label options index can be none, and I think if I go read index, return none, if none will initialize empty and return none until the user selects an option. So that's what I want. If we save this, now it's none. So now there's a state in the select box. Right now the select box has a state of none in the front end. If I want to take the state from the front end widget back into Python, I can just put this in a value. Selected product equals st select box. We're going to format this a little, like this. There you go. And now the state of the front end select box is going to go in selected product Python variable. So right now it's none. I can even like write it down, select it, save, reload. Right now it's none. I think it's not big enough. Make it big. None. Now credit card or prepaid, bank account, credit card, etc. So see, let's put it back to none. So this is none. So right now the state of this widget is none. And now if I select something new, whenever I interact, like I click on bank account, it's going to rerun the script from top to bottom. And when rerunning the script, the content, the state of select box from the front end is going to come to my Python variable. So if I put mortgage, now it's mortgage. Yay! Now what can we do? That's nice. We'll keep this for now. I wanted to put some metric cards. Oh, actually, also I wanted to. It's a bit. I usually do this. So you can. That's too long. Up, better, and then we load data. You could, depending on how you like to work, you can extract this in a module, in an external module, and then import it and then use it. Or if you know it's going to be a one-time script, you can put everything in the same script and do your best in segmenting per section. Depends how you like to work. Today I'm a bit lazy, so it's going to be load data here. And I'm going to put all of my UI stuff at the end. So I'm going to copy. This is not a copy. Copy this. Load data, UI, and yeah, so load data, all products, and this is a select box, so this is a UI stuff. Put it here. You go, all products, load, and I like to have last one called setup. So what I usually do is actually this, I will put in setup, I will put all of my utility functions. Well, you could do, you could put it in load data if you want. And here in setup, this is where I usually put my set page config, for example. Set page config, you can use it to change the name of the app. Like, let's page title, I think it's page title equals, let's call that complaining dashboard. Page icon equals, phone, let's put a phone. I'm a little lazy. Dun, dun, dun. Save. And there you are. Complaining dashboard with the phone and phone with the usual failing products. And there you are. UI, title, Selectbox, data frame. How much time left? Okay. Let's try to... Let's add a metric count now. Yeah, let's do this. This is a method I don't usually use. Metric, counts of, I don't know yet, count 42. Yeah, count 42. I think it doesn't have a border, right? I want a border metric. Metric. There you are, metric. Label value, help, label visibility, there's no border, but I want to put a border. So if I want to put a border, we can use st container and put a border equals true, like this. And then put the metric in the container, and now here you've got a border around the big metric. So this is a very wide metric. So maybe we don't want it to be as wide. We can separate it in two columns. We can row metrics equals st columns 2. So this here now is right now it's an array. Like if I st write, can we do it actually? I don't know. Nah. Yeah, if you should be. This is an array. This is a strange array, so st write of this array is not going to work well. But believe me, this is an array. So if it's an array of 2 elements, and if I put, and the way I use it is, okay, I'm going to do it another way first. Row left and row right. So it's the unpacked, sorry. Now I can use it immediately here. Like I can use it like this, metric of blah blah and 43. This creates a left metric, and if I use it on the right, yeah, so it's on the right, but I think there's nothing. Okay, if you duplicate it, this up. Oh, I forgot. It's also that thing is responsive, which means it's responsive. So here you've got it on 2 columns, but if you make it smaller until it gets to a breakpoint for the size of the smartphone, it stacks. So the Flexbox gets stacked like this vertically. 43. So it's normal. Maybe let's try to make it a little bigger. Okay, maybe a little smaller, like this. Okay. It's a little hard to read now, but we got set page config, load data. Okay, load data, we can collapse it. We won't use it anymore. UI title, select box, okay, and row level. So this is the first way of using our columns, and the second way is using, again, which is my favorite way, by the way, like this, row left, and then use the st metric like this. Yeah, I prefer this way because that way I know I can use st everywhere. Like for example, if I build a metric like this, build metric with a label, and in this I use st metric of label 42. I know I can use this here, inside here. I can do this like blah blah. I can save, and I know this build metric uses st, so when it's inside row left, it's correctly parsed. And this is not as easy to manipulate. So that's why I usually recommend using the context manager version. Anyway, let's go back to So here, you believe me when I say it's an array. So let's go back to row metrics. And then I'm going to use row metrics of 0, the left one. And here, up, and do this. And here we've got a first metric card. And let's do our second metric card. There you are. We've got usual products, Selectbox, 2 metric cards, and our detail tables. Maybe you should try to compute something. Go back to none. What can we compute? Number of complaints, maybe? Number of complaints. This would be... I'm going to compute it here. Count number complaints equals df. Shape, is it shape or length? I think there's length, right? Works on length. Guess both works. And then we can right, just to make sure it does exist. We got 75, 513. Can use this here. Up. Make it a bit more visible. There you are, number of complaints and counts. What can we count? Drink some water. Is there something else? Yeah, consumer disputed looks nice. What we can do is count disputed disputes as count disputes, because I'm complaining, and if my complaint is not received, I am going to dispute the complaint or the order. I don't know. That's why you need a schema, data quality, data governance. I want the description of all of my columns, and I don't want the column to be called date sumbited. I've been doing a lot of data governance recently. Anyway, length of df, where df of what's the name? Consumer disputed. Can I copy paste this? No, I can't. Okay. Consumer disputed. Is it like this? I don't know. Save. Oops. Oh yeah, equal. Yes. Is it lowercase or not? No. Yes. 42. I mean, if there's 42, yeah. Oh, we can. Yes. Oh, I'm stupid. It stays at 42 because it's not here yet. There you go. We have a number of complaints, a number of counts. 5 minutes. I like using the delta. I think only relying on present information is not enough. So I like to have like some contextual evolution, trend information. Delta equals 1 and minus 1. I don't know if I have time to compute, because I also want to build charts and multipage. But yeah, it looks like this. So now we need to filter per products. We've got all of our products, we got our select box of products. So what we can do is, after the selected product here, we can compute a new data frame. Like data frame equals data frame of, what we can do first is check. Because if it's none, we don't want to filter the data frame, but if it's not none, we want to filter. So that's selected products. Product, if there is something, then you filter. df of product equals selected product. Save again. And I don't assign it to anything. I'm like, what is happening? What is happening here? And there you go. So now if I select mortgage, I'm going to get all of the mortgage. Yay! Small wins. Celebrate the wins. And then if we remove it, yay! Nice. I'm happy. I'm happy with this already. Oh, I need to rename this count. Number of disputes. Disputes. There you go. And yeah, credit card or prepaid card. There's no disputes. Maybe we can like count our consumer consent provider. I mean, you can count anything you want to count now, you know, it's not a problem. Also, let's regroup things because this is not necessary anymore. The raw metrics should be here. Let's try to keep our logic consistent by having UI stuff, widget, UI, widget, transformation, metrics, and UI showing. Okay. So selected products, select box. I want another one. Let's put another one. I want to select a date. Let's select a date. Selected date equals st. Date input. I like this music. Woo! Yeah, listen, it's late in the night. I'm partying. I mean, I'm partying here instead of partying in nightclubs. Yep. That's a YouTuber life for you. Whatever. Select a date. I think we can do just select a date. There you go. It's date selected. Can we put a none? I'm not sure. Can we? No. Oh. We can remove a date. Can we put none? So we can put none as a date. And then, oh poof, there you go. What happens if we reload, by the way? Is it today by default? So no, it's none. By default, it's none. I also want to put those two filters as columns, so I'm going to create another row filters equals st columns. What can we do? Actually, if you want to have multiple columns with different sizes, you can, like this. 1, 1, 2. So we've got 1 quarter, and 1 half. Because why not? And then we can, let's unpack this. Left filter, right filter, and no name. And we can use with left filter this, with right filter shall we? Sorry. There you go. Okay, maybe we can do it like this then. Not very useful. But you see, yeah, you can modify the space. You can even, in the ST columns, I think there's a gap. Like gap equals, I don't remember, is it large? Oh, large, it's telling me large. You can change the gap between the columns, like this, medium. Okay, that's nice. We don't need this, so let's put right filter and left filter. There you go. Now it's unpacked. Also, let's put it in and so there's two solutions. Oh, already. Yeah, 45 minutes left. Okay. Depending on your mood, you can. So you have. I have two options. You can put the filters in the sidebar. For example, with ST sidebar, you put ST header. Yay, header of configuration. And then you add both your you add your columns in the sidebar, and now you got your filters in the sidebar. See, this is nice. Okay, that's a first possibility. Second possibility is instead, and that's my preferred way actually for filtering, because I like in my sidebar to have like more global options. For example, if I want to upload a new file or change the path to put a new file, I will put it in the sidebar. But if I'm talking about the filters for a certain page, I generally like them to have hidden on the same page. By hidden, I mean I'm going to hide them in an ST expander with configuration, for example. And I think this has an icon, I'm not sure. Is there an icon? Icon, there is one. Icon can be a gear. I think a gear is good. Okay, and then we can put the columns in there. There you go. Okay, now we've got two columns in the expander, and then we are completing both columns. And now there you go. And I think this is marked down, so you can put it in bold. Yay, perfect. Got this configuration, and we got both our filters. Works well. I'm not sure this is good, so I'm going to add a new date from, is it datetime import dates? Or we could, should we sample a random date? I don't know. Okay, really, let's in date input, let's use date of 2014. What one? Does it work that way? I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, it worked. I don't know that. I have no clue about the data set. Maybe I should check the date submitted. By the way, oh, I'm not filtering yet. I am. We're selecting a date, but that's useless for now. We need to use it selected date. So if selected date and df equals df of date, submitted equals selected date. Save. 0. How about the 1? 0. 3, 0. Does it actually work? I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure anymore. Or is that a... So 1205 should work. If I put 1205, I should have something. Try it again. Let's write down that that selected date, because I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. So we got a selected date. So maybe it's not a date. Like this is a date. Maybe this is not a date. Like if I do D types, date submitted is a datetime. So maybe it's not able. Maybe is it like this? I think it is. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. This is because I need to transform it to a date. Maybe this should become a date time, or this should become a date, whatever. Now it works. I've got 5 complaints. And let's remove the option. Yeah, 4 disputes, 25 complaints. That's nice. Date submitted. We have an hour, by the way. No, we don't. We don't have anything. Let's remove. Can we remove this? Did it disappear? It has disappeared. Let's put dash. I think what we can do is instead, let's put a min value equals df of date submitted min. I think it's min. And do the same max value max and put none for now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, now we got none and we should be limited to 2020. Okay, we are limited now. That's good. Now if I select this, I got 3 complaints. If I remove it, I got all of my complaints back. Nice. And I can select my products. So let's go title. We got our expander here, left filter and right filter in our expander. And then we are filtering our data frame with the value of the filters. And we are counting, we are measuring, we're computing metrics that we again are putting in another metric card here with some random, very random values like 1, I don't know, person since last week. I would need to compute this, but 40 minutes, I'm not sure I will have time. I will let you. You remember when you were, I don't know if you have this, when you're doing like mathematic exercises and your professor would tell you after doing an exercise on the blackboard, she would tell you, this exercise is left as an exercise to the reader. I always hated this, and I'm doing it now. I'm letting this as an exercise to you, percent since last week. Go compute it yourself, okay? Like, you can just put this as a new measure to compute here, okay? We want to put some charts now. Some colors, nice colors, and now charts. And for charts, this is not useful actually. So for charts, I'm usually using Plotly Express. Plotly Express as PX. It's a little like Seaborn, but interactive. Streamlit does have a line chart. I think I really never use it. We can try to use it. So in the line chart, what can we compute? What can we compute? Like on a date, let's do on a date the number of complaints. Yeah, let's do number of complaints on a date and colored by product. So we would need X time and then Y count, and color would be the product column. So yeah, this would be a color. So this would be green, this would be blue, this would be red, etc. And we use the date submitted. Let's use the date submitted. And the count, we need to compute a count. And this is product, and we're going to do it on a group data frame. So let's count complaints by product. Okay, and then this is a df group by what? Group by date submitted and products, I think, and then count, right? I think it's this count. Let's write it because I'm not sure. Count. Hey! Date submitted, products, and I have way too many. Yeah, okay. So, and it's also telling me that it's got something wrong. Date submitted, I think this is because this is a multi-index. This is an index, this is an index here, you see? That's why it's grayed out. And I think it doesn't like it. So what I usually do is I reset the index. I remember I got someone in my comments when I said I didn't like multi-index pandas data frames. I was told, but why? It's the best thing ever. I don't like it. So I need to reset index every time. And now the thing is, count doesn't exist. Yeah, sure it doesn't. I know it doesn't. How do I count? Is it not count? Maybe it's something else. What can you do? Oh, size. I think maybe it's size instead. Yeah, there you go, size. And how do I rename? Is it count like this? Nope. Nope. Do I rename? Do I do the... Do I rename like this? I really don't want to rename. I think I'm going to check the pandas. Google. Oh, I can also use the aggregate. 30 minutes left. Trying to hurry, but let's try using the ag then. It's called count equals. I don't remember how to use ag actually. Ag count equals. I've been doing a lot of SQL. I don't remember anything about pandas. I don't know actually. Product, can we do sum? Not sum, but count, like instead of size. Does that work? Oh, it works. So there you go. Ag, create count products, and now we've got our data frame, and our line chart is loading. And wow, big one. We can hide that. Don't need it anymore. Wish that's a lot. I don't use the line chart because it's not very interactive. Like I cannot just brush zoom, like you know when you draw a square and it zooms on the square. I cannot do this, so I don't use it. So I usually, instead of line chart, I use Plotly. So I will build a fig complaints by products. Equals the X line. It should be the same API. And then stplotly charts of a fig. The big fig. Go. Running. And there you go. And that I can zoom like this. I like this zoom. Also I can hide labels. I like it like this. And I can select, if I select mortgage, also filters. Sure, there you go, filters. Perfect. I can remove it, and that's good. So it's taking a bit of time, and there are multiple ways to optimize this. But first, this is at the wrong place. So I'm going to, this is my measure. And my figure and Plotly chart, I'm going to move them after the raw metrics, but before the data frame. Now we have our filters, left filter, so expander, left filter, right filter, and then selected product, selected date. What you can do is you can build a def transform data and put the df and put the put the product and the date here, and then you can all of this, no, sorry, this here, you can put it here in the transform data and then put an stcache data. There you go. Let's call it selected product and selected date. See, like this, and then return df. This we can put this as that can be a utility. So instead of load data, we can just call that data, load and transform. Just data. I like data alone. So we got load data and we got our transform data, which takes a, let's call it data for now, just in case. df, 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 transform data. And now if selected, transform data, and then we go back here and we have to transform data df equals, even this df we can call it filter df instead. Filter df, we can use it here and we can use it. Even this, we should probably, even the measures, we can put them in a function with stcache data. And there you go. Now we can save this. Fingers crossed I didn't mess something up. I did. I forgot selected date and selected products. And there you have it. Got filters. So the first one is going to be very long, and the next ones are going to be a little faster. I think the plotly chart is actually the slow part here. I think the transform is probably fast. This we could also put in stcache data of a new method which is called compute measures, for example, put in stcache. But I think the plotly chart is taking most of the place. More, not the computation, but the number of points being displayed. I think this is too much. Too many points. But yeah, just so you know, it's possible. Like filter data, and then you can compute measures. This compute measures in a new JSON and send the JSON back. Possible. You just, how much time left? Oof. Just like format the code the way you want. And actually now in my configuration, I do want to select multiple products, so maybe my left filter, I'm going to rename this multi-select, not dates unbited. Selected products, we're going to use them in our transform data, and we've selected products, data products, and I think this should be an array now, so is in selected products. Selected products. Yeah, sorry, selected products. Okay, nice. Now I think we can select multiple, like student loans and vehicle loans. There you go. Hey, that's easier to, easier to scroll on. Oopsie. Scroll on this here, like this. It is a little easier to scroll on. And I can save as a PNG. We could put a second graph, like, if we put it like this. So it's a little, it feels a little constrained for a dashboard. So let's put it in wide mode. Also, we were in responsive mode, that's why. But I think there's a layout. Layout. Yeah, centered or wide. So if we put wide, it becomes wide. I think I can just do it this. There you go. There we go. So we got our configuration filters. Select date, select products. We got our metrics where you can put more metrics. Next, we got our charts here. and then you can zoom. And even Streamlit has got, I'm not going to show it to you, but they have kind of cross-filtering, like selection events. You can select one or multiple data points, and they will be sent back to Python, and you will be able to use them to filter your table here, for example. So you know that those kind of dashboards, how much time left? Those kind of dashboards, that's the kind of dashboard I built for as an internal tools in my company. Like we take a data set, and immediately, like an hour later, I'm just pushing this dashboard to some of my customers or some of my colleagues. Since I'm 25 minutes left, we have time to do the multipage. I wanted to show the multipage because this answers one big question they're using fading products. So maybe I would put a bar chart. We can put a bar chart. Let's put a bar chart. Let's put this back here. So again, we'll have chart row equals st columns. Here I like to have 2 and 1. I like to have a bigger chart and a more constrained chart. And then chart row is row charts. And here with row charts of 0, you can use this. And this, or you can put the fig. What you can do, for example, is you can put this fig here, like everything here, and put all of this in a function and put stcache data on that function. That works too. Oh yeah, we wanted a second chart, like a bar chart. I want a bar chart with row charts of what? Let's we have a filtered group by here. So what should we build? I think I want to build a count of subproducts. I want to count the number of subproducts. So count complaints by subproducts. And we're just doing subproducts and count subproducts. Go. As the data frame, line 107. Data frame st hide. Maybe that's not here. Oh yeah, that's later. That's here. And we take this fill here and instead putting a bar. And I think there's a way of doing it horizontally. And now count by subproducts, count date submitted. And here it's subproducts. And now I do want to put those outside, like here. No, here. I'm more used to putting in here. There you go. Here we go. Our figs. Figs and measure for me are the same. That's why. So here I've got my figs, row metrics, figures, figure, and then we display our figures. Stplotly chart of fig complaints by subproducts. Oops, sorry. There's a problem. Same. Oh yeah, that's my bad. Is it the bar chart? Is it the bar chart? This is becoming a little messy. Like, let's do it like this. Is that a bar chart? Oh, I don't care. Oh wait, let's do it like this. Let's use X count and let's date submitted. Let's bar chart date submitted, and I want it horizontal. I think there's orient. I'm not sure. No. Direction? Is it direction? Don't remember. It's lost. I think it's lost. Yeah, it's lost. The PX plotly bar is lost. I think it's direction, right? Horizontal or H? I don't know. I need to check the API. I don't know what plotly express is dead. So I'm going to go in there. Bar, data, X, Y, color, text, labels, orientation. I think it's orientation. Sometimes it does this. I don't know why. Orientation. Oh, I didn't check the... Oh, well, let's suppose it's this way. Running. There you go. Okay. Is it totally... Like, is it... I don't know if it's... I would need to move the label somewhere, but I need to ask... Plotly express move labels. This I don't remember. I use ChatGPT normally for this. Like all of those pandas queries and plotly express queries. Usually I've got ChatGPT on the side and just telling him, here's the schema of my pandas data frame. How do I compute this? But not today. I would have been way faster. Even cursor. I have a cursor also on this computer, but I don't know. Sometimes you just try, you would want to do it by heart and you cross fingers that it works, you know. Labels, legend positioning, fig update layout. Going to just copy paste this. Update layout, top left. Let's see what it does. Oops. That's ugly. Also the index is bad. Oh, I forgot to put the... Yeah, that's what I get for trying to do it as fast as possible. I put the subproduct here. I don't need the colors, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's nice. Now I can ask for a new date. This one is 0. Oopsie. I think I need to go to 2014. Yep, 1st of 2014. 0. Ah, come on. Oh, 2 complaints. There you go. And the 2 complaints are about... Oh, 25 complaints. And there you go. Oh yeah, there's no date. I should remove this chart if there's no dates. Yeah, I will have hours. But I'm too lazy to do it. Oh, there's no value here. Anyway. But yeah, you see there's still a bit more field transformation to do. But, you know, not today. Let's ask for credit card. OBS is taking a lot of CPU. Yeah, 100%. 15 minutes. I do want to add a little sidebar just to show you how it looks like. Let's UVX-Ref. UVX-Ref format Streamlit. What did I... Yeah, better now. So now I want to do some multipage. So there are 2 ways of doing multipage. I'm going to use the more modern way. So the older way is putting sub-pages in the pages folder. But we don't want that. So I'm going to add my sub-pages in apps, for example, about the pie, and in about, I'm going to import Streamlit as st. So what I usually do is I always have one page per big business question, and then 1 page for the just presenting the data set and the data and who's managing the data. So if I want to consider this Streamlit app as a data product in the data mesh rhetoric, in the about I would put the where the data comes from, how it was consolidated, who's the data owner, what transformations, what etc. Like markdown plots, like data. I have no description for this data, so I will just let's just copy paste this like this. There you go. This is beautiful. And then maybe add a schema like date sambited is dates, and we got customer disputes, etc. You know what I mean, you know the drill. About by, and then I would need another page called complaints. By, and here I will just copy paste everything in complaint. Just drop poof, because that's my main page, right? So I'll just put everything there. I will just remove, because now my Streamlit app is my entry point. All I want in there is my set page config, maybe my load data, but I'm not sure. Because there again, there are multiple ways of doing it. There shouldn't be anything. In the Streamlit app, this is the main entry point. So all of the pages go through this Streamlit app before going into the other pages. If I code it entirely, I'm going to remove this setup. I will remove this data for now, okay? So this script is being called on every page. And now I'm going to build a link to each page. Complaints page equals st page. I think it's page like this. I think it is app, so we'll do it like this. App complaints.py. And we can add a title like complaints dashboard, and we can add an icon. I think even an icon, if you want, you can use material icons. The Google material icons. Let me show it to you. Open the website and look for an icon. I don't know, like angry complaints. There you go. Very angry. Very extremely dissatisfied. Go copy the icon name and then come back here and then prefix with material. I think it's slash, I'm not sure. I need to check, but material slash the code of the material icon with the two dots. I don't know how you call this in English. st points or first page here. There you go. First page. And then we got a second page, which is our about page. About the data, and then let's assume home, you know. Then just like select boxes, etc., there's a navigation, and we put our array of complaints page and about page, and then it's a selected page, just like previously. And selected page, run. There you go. And I think if we UV run that Streamlit app, 10 minutes left. I'm hoping it works. First try. Hoping it works first time. I didn't do this for a long time. Oops. Page text 1 positional, but 3 were given. What did I do? Is it not like this? st page, page, title, icon, 22. Title, icon, title, icon. Are you happy now? Set page config can only be called once per app page. Oh yeah, because I think I kept it in here. So here I need to remove that setup. There you go. Why are you open? Now, if I go back to my page, there you go. complaints dashboard with my usual the complaints page. We got all of our pages and our little data frame, and then we got another page. There you go. The solution, blah blah blah. I would need to put the schema here, but hey, there you go. And then you can add some other things in the sidebar. And I think there's also an app logo if you want to add a logo to your app. I don't know, I don't have... Do I have an app logo? Do I have a picture of myself? There you go, round fan. There, perfect. Hey, yay. Okay, let's try it. So I think we should put it... We want it... So this is the main layout. We want it here. I think. I've never used it, so I don't know, actually. Let me check the docs. App logo. And that's logo. Oh, it's logo, it's st logo. St logo of an image. Okay, so let's put it at the start of the script. Just here. St logo, and we put image/roundfan.png. Save, and we fingers crossed because I've never used this feature. Did I stop Streamlit? I don't remember. Did I? Did I stop Streamlit? I didn't. Hey, very small head. Yep. And there you go, you can add multiple pages. Then, like, I have maybe like 10 internal tools that are mostly this format. Filters, KPI cards, charts, and tables. And I've got 10 pages of only this structure, and that's really it. I don't need much more from my monitoring dashboards. And then afterwards, it's mostly an optimization thing. For example, this in my complaints, this data, if I don't use pandas, I will use DuckDB because I can run SQL queries on my DuckDB data immediately, and I've got a video on this. Sometimes it's in a database, so I could also, I do all of my computation in the remote database, and Streamlit only acts as the UI representation. But this is really my most basic app. Most of my multi-page apps internally on an enterprise setting look like this. Hope you liked it. Come on. Yeah, it doesn't want to. There you go. Can you hear it? It's time to go have some dessert now because I'm hungry. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.